Hey guys, Twinstinct here and welcome back to another video. So today I've got a brilliant video for you. I've actually managed to win my second tournament in the Silph League. So this is going to be quite a long video. I'm going to showcase all my wins. I did want to showcase all the losses as well because there were some brilliant plays from some of my opponents, but I just don't have the time, and the video will be over half an hour long, so I just couldn't fit them in, unfortunately. So I've got all my wins. There's some brilliant plays from my opponents. I did go 4-1 in this tournament, and I was joint winner with 4 other battlers. So I was very happy to achieve this in my second tournament. And now we're going into Venture Cup, and I'm excited to get a couple of tournaments in. I'm not sure what team I'm going to use or anything. Got 20 points to go build a team. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm going to build, but we'll see what we can do. So as always guys, if you're enjoying the content, please do smash that subscribe button. Consider liking the video. That would mean the world to me. And let's jump straight into it. Okay guys, moving straight into the first matchup then. First match of the tournament, we've got Alolan Ninetales on the lead against Alolan Muk. So Alolan Muk is quite deadly for Alolan Ninetales, but look at the charm, it's absolutely killing this Alolan Muk. It's down to half health. That was just a Dark Pulse actually, but we know a Sludge Wave would do terrible damage to us and we don't want to get hit by that, so we'll throw the Weather Ball before the opponent gets to that Sludge Wave. They do shield there, which tells me they want to get another attack off here, but look how much damage we've taken. And it is a gump shot there, so we did the right thing in shielding that up there. We do not want to get hit by that. We are out of shields, but we know what Ninetales can do. It's absolutely chunking this Toxicroak as well, and we've still got 2 Pokemon in the back afterwards, so it's looking good for us in this first matchup here. Mud Bomb almost takes us out. We'll switch straight into Frostlass, which is one of the most deadly closers in the game, in my opinion. Very, very strong Pokemon if the opponent has no shields. Look at the Avalanche, destroys that there. And then the Toxicroak is going to get to a move here. Dynamic Punch does quite a bit of damage, still resisted, and we can Powder Snow down the Toxicroak to take the first game there. That is a great match, well played to the opponent. Moving into the second match here, we've got Raichu on the lead against a Munchlax. Very, very bulky against very, very glassy, but we know what Raichu can do, and I was running Brick Break for this tournament to deal with things like Munchlax and Steelix. So right there, does super effective damage. Brick Break's not a hard hitting move, but is very, very necessary in this tournament, I feel. Bit of lag there. We're going to go straight for a Wild Charge now to try and catch out the opponent. And the opponent does shield there. We'll switch straight into Ninetales to start getting ahead on energy. The opponent does get to a charge move. I do shield up here to preserve the health on my Ninetales, and they switch into Relicanth. Relicanth's doing some good damage with that Water Gun, but we are going to go straight for a Weather Ball here. Do some nice damage on the Relicanth before the opponent gets to a charge move. We've got the opponent into the red there. It's just so handy keeping Ninetales around. An Ancient Power almost takes us out. Can we take down the Relicanth? We cannot, but we are going to take the energy off the opponent, which is just as good here. Because now we've got some farm for whatever's coming in next. We will bring in Hypno next and get 2 Confusions in there for a nice bit of energy gain. Now the Munchlax coming back in. Whatever this is will not be able to take us out, and we'll be able to farm down the Munchlax also. So now we do have a Shadow Ball and a Thunder Punch at the ready, and a Toxicroak coming in. Look at the confusion. Absolutely chunking the Toxicroak here. Fire the Thunder Punch. That will get the last shield off the opponent, and the opponent does actually beat us to a charge move there. It is a Mud Bomb. Almost takes us out, but we do CMP tie, and the Thunder Punch will be going through to take the second game there. Well played to that opponent. Very good plays there. Moving into the second match of this tournament. I did lose the first match actually, it was the second match we've just watched, and now this is the third match. So Hypno versus Hypno in the first match. It's a battle of bulk here. And the opponent does switch there into a Barbaracle to catch the Shadow Ball, but it does do half the Barbaracle's health there, which is absolutely insane, and the confusion continues to chunk away. And now the Barbaracle is going to fire up a charge move. I will be shielding that because I know it has hard hitting charge moves, and then we can Confusion down the Barbaracle. We have plenty of stored energy here. Now the Hypno coming back in does have probably a Shadow Ball at the ready. I will shield up because we do have plenty of energy of our own, and we can definitely put pressure on the opponent's shields here in this matchup. That takes the first shield off the opponent there, and we do get to the second Shadow Ball. This is good for us, we're in a very good position here. The opponent decides to shield twice there. Just keep chunking away at the Hypno. We can't quite get to the Thunder Punch unfortunately, but we are going to take the energy off the opponent, which is crucial in this matchup. Now we will come in with Jellicent. Jellicent is a very, very good answer to Hypno, but the opponent does get to the charge move before us there, which is not too good for us. Jellicent can survive, and we'll be able to... How they switch into Escavalier, we can switch into Raichu, get to the Wild Charge first. That is absolutely crucial in this matchup. One-shots the Escavalier, then the Hypno coming back in. Can we get to a charge move? We can get to another Wild Charge. That is absolutely insane from Raichu. Raichu carried me through this tournament, to be fair. It's so strong. That is a great match. Well played to the opponent there. Moving to the second match here, we've got Alolan Ninetales against Alolan Raichu. Alolan Raichu is very glassy, and we've 4 charms and it's down to half HP there. Charged up plenty of energy on that Raichu, so we'll have to watch out for that later. But now the Lantern coming in, I know it charges slow, so I can afford to shield once and then keep chunking away with Charm, but we will switch into Hypno, fire off these confusions, doing nice damage just like Charm. Heavy fast move damage on my team here. Thunderbolt, using Hypno as a bit of a shield as we are low on shields, we are a shield down, so I switch into Hypno there to basically use him as a shield, because he can take a charge move or two before going down. Because I can rely on the fast move pressure of my other 2 Pokemon in the back. And now the Raichu coming back in, I know it probably has back-to-back Wild Charges stored, so I will shield up there, then get the Weather Ball off. That's absolutely crucial for the shield pressure on the opponent. They do shield up, and then I do a quick switch into Raichu there to catch the Wild Charge, as my Alolan Ninetales would have gone down there. We catch that and then get 2 Volt Switches of farm off of the Raichu. Hypno coming in now, we've got a Wild Charge good to go. Missed a couple of bubbles there, but it still does over half the Hypno's health, and we get another little Volt Switch through. We have a Weather Ball stored luckily on the Ninetales, which should be taking out the Hypno in this matchup. That takes out the Hypno, and the Lantern coming in, we can charm down for the win there. That's a great match, well played to the opponent there. Moving into the third match of this against this trainer in the tournament, we've got Raichu on the lead against Alolan Ninetales, so it is a Powder Snow Ninetales. Attack coming at us straight away, it's so spammy, Powder Snow Alolan Ninetales, but I do prefer the charm version myself. I feel it puts a lot more pressure on. We'll go for the Brick Break, and hopefully the opponent does actually shield this. They do shield. We did do a successful bait there. I do want to keep my Raichu around to farm up a bit more energy. And then they swap into Hypno, so we've got Alolan Muck in the back, which is probably the best answer to Hypno in the game. Dark Pulse absolutely tears Hypno apart, so we are prepared for a Hypno. Charge up to 2 Dark Pulses, and then we'll start firing these off as the opponent only has 1 shield. Can't shield both of these. Actually lets the Hypno go down there. And now the Ninetales coming back in. I do fire off the Dark Pulse there, but I probably should have charged up to the Sludge Wave. The opponent does actually shield there anyway. This will probably take out the Muck, this Weather Ball. The Muck does survive, but the opponent does get a bit of farm off us there. I'll come in with Raichu. I've got so much stored energy. And I believe the opponent is out of shield, so the first Wild Charge will take out the Ninetales. The Lantern coming in, we have another Wild Charge good to go. There's half the Lantern's health there, and I can switch straight into Frost Dance to put on massive pressure here. The opponent is out of shields, but they have got to a charge move. Is a Thunderbolt, won't take us out. There's a massive portion of our health, but now we can go for the Shadow Ball, and that should be closing out the matchup quite nicely there. Takes out the Lantern. That is a great battle, well played to the opponent there. Moving straight into the next matchup, Muck against Steelix. The opponent is running Earthquake. We will be in a bit of trouble here, but we can spam these charge moves a lot quicker. So look at the Dark Pulse there, has done at least a third of the Steelix's health, so we're in a good situation. Charge move now coming at us, just a crunch, not very effective. The damage is adding up. We've got back-to-back Dark Pulse. We're in a great situation here. Even if the opponent shields, we can fire off another one straight away. Almost takes out the Steelix there. I'm going to gamble that this is a crunch, which it is, and we can just about survive that and go for another Dark Pulse. Will the opponent shield or let the Steelix go? Steelix goes down. This is good for us. Hypno coming in, we can switch straight into Jellicent to start getting ahead on energy. And we get to the Shadow Ball first. Hex is a little bit faster than Confusion. And we do get the first shield there, and we sneak a Hex through. That is absolutely crucial in this matchup. We'll be shielding that up there. It is a Shadow Ball straight off, no baiting. We'll go for another Shadow Ball of our own now. We are ahead on energy and shields. That goes through, takes out the Hypno. Now the Frostlass coming in. We're level on shields. I get to the Shadow Ball. Almost there. I think the opponent beats us. It's only an Avalanche. We did get baited there. Avalanche slightly faster charging than the Shadow Ball. I'm going to switch straight into Raichu there. We've taken the shields, and Wild Charge is faster to charge than the Avalanche or the Shadow Ball, and that will be taking out the Frostlass. It's another good battle. Well played to the opponent there. Moving into the next matchup. Alolan Muck against Hypno, so the opponent is forced to switch straight away into Toxicroak. We will switch straight into Jellicent. We don't need to shield here. No, the Toxicroak moves can do anything to Jellicent. Not very effective. We'll go straight for a Shadow Ball now to try and nuke the opponent. Let's get a shield there, that is good for us. The opponent is quite spammy with these charge moves. We're almost to another Shadow Ball though. Haven't shielded anything up here. We're going to put massive pressure on with the Shadow Ball, and the opponent double shields there. This is exactly the position we want our Raichu to be in. We can let the Jellicent go, take the energy off of the Toxicroak. Now we can come in with Raichu, get some much needed farm off this Toxicroak. And now the Hypno coming in, we can switch straight into Muck, and we've got Dark Pulse good to go. The opponent is out of shields, and we're in a very, very good position here. There's massive damage on the Hypno. An attack now coming at us. We don't even need to shield. Nothing Hypno has can really hurt us. Just a Fire Punch. Does a reasonable chunk of health. But now we can commit to a full farm down. We'll be shielding this up to preserve the health, because we want to hit the last Pokemon with everything we've got here. We've almost got to back-to-back Dark Pulse. Now the Toxicroak coming in. Dark Pulse not very effective, but it should be enough to take out the Toxicroak at its current health. Then the Frostlass coming in. This is what we want to see. Dark Pulse will be super effective on the Frostlass. Then we can switch again into Raichu, go straight from Brick Break that we stored up earlier. And that'll be another good battle there. Raichu coming in clutch, absolute beast. I love my Raichu in this tournament, it's so good. Moving into the next match here. Raichu on the lead against the Hypno. Hypno is very popular. Stored up plenty of energy there. The only thing with Raichu, it is very glassy, so if you want to preserve your energy, you do need to drop shields into it. So we've got back-to-back Wild Charge now. I'm going to go for the first Wild Charge and hope the opponent doesn't shield. If they don't shield, we can switch straight into Muck there and farm down the Hypno before the opponent knows what's happened. Now another Muck coming in. We're ahead on energy, so this matchup is also good for us. Go straight for the Sludge Wave. That's massive damage on the Muck, and now they've got an attack coming at us as well. Sludge Wave as well, we don't mind. And now a Alolan Raichu coming in, which is actually weak to Dark Pulse, so I definitely have to shield this or it'll be a one-shot. We have got a shield there, which is always good. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to another Dark Pulse there, and we have been farmed down completely, which is not good, because Raichu with energy is absolutely deadly. We've almost taken it out there with Ninetales Charm, very oppressive and offensive. Throws the Wild Charge. I definitely have to shield, because I think we can take one Wild Charge. Just about there, and then we take out the Raichu. Now the Muck coming in, we can get the last shield hopefully with this Weather Ball, else the Muck will be going down. And we're switching to Raichu, now the shields are gone, but unfortunately We've lost there on the CMP. Now I'm hoping that Ninetales can just charm down. That's a very close match. Well played to the opponent there. Moving into the next matchup of this video. Such a long video, guys. Sorry for this. I've even had to change venues for my commentary halfway through, but we continue. Okay, so very good lead for us here. Will be a wild charge coming through, and then they switch into Ninetales. Charm versus Charm. We'll be going. We've almost got back-to-back Weather Ball, so this can put some massive pressure on the Ninetales. And they do shield there. That is good for us, and we get another one off. I do shield here. Maybe I'm crazy, but Raichu does not want to see Charm. It's going to do so much damage to it, and we want to get the shields here if we can, which we do actually get. And Ninetales is going to be so low now that we can actually come in with Raichu and get 2 Volt Switches at farm, which when there's no shields in play is very, very dangerous. Now the Muck coming in, we can go straight for a wild charge on the Muck. That's massive damage on the Muck, then switch out into my own Muck to catch the charge move. Dark Pulse, we caught that a treat there, not very effective. And we've got to another Dark Pulse on this Raichu. No shields in play. This Raichu's going to get absolutely steamrolled by this Dark Pulse. Takes out the Raichu, and then the Muck coming back in. All we need to do is get the Dark Pulse. The opponent does get to a charge move first there. Here's a Dark Pulse, won't take us out, and then we've got the Dark Pulse good to go. And that takes out the Muck. That is a great battle, well played to the opponent. So that is it for me, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to check out this video. That is my tournament win. I did win with 4 other battlers, I believe. 4-1 we all achieved there in the 5-round tournament. So very long tournament. I was battling for 3.5 hours, 45-minute rounds. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you haven't tried Silph, I do recommend getting into it, just if you want to test yourself at a higher level. Definitely worth giving it a go. But as always, if you're enjoying the content, please do smash that subscribe button, give the video a like if you wish to do so. That would mean the world to me, and I'll see you in the next one.